It is time to be the CEO of my life.
In the previous episode, Chris shocked his parents by announcing his decision to take a gap year, so he could master the budgeting process and conduct a cost-benefit analysis of his personal options. Will Mrs. Erica provide the right formulas, benchmarks, and tool to help Chris measure return on investment, optimize his budget, and build wealth? Let's find out.
Good morning, Mrs. Erica.
Good morning, Chris.
I'm ready to master the budgeting process. I intend to build a system that will guide my decisions, not just today, but for years to come.
I hope you studied the decision framework I sent you yesterday.
Yes, I did. You covered the questions I already had in mind. How wonderful is that?
Step 1 is about designing a budget and investment plan. The objective is to document money flows and show you how to monitor your savings and investments. Step 2 is about evaluating the return on investment of each 4-year option, and Step 3 merges any 4-year plan and the budget. Today, we will discuss the decision framework and important rules I learned from my financial advisor.
The budget shows how you spend what you earn, and if you have any money left at the end of each month, which constitutes your savings. It also shows how you allocate your savings to build a portfolio of investments that grow your wealth. That is the summary. Budgeting is about planning and making the right decisions regarding the allocation of any money you earn so you can build wealth. There are optimization factors called benchmarks, which help you calibrate important budgetary items during the budgeting process. In other words, you test your budget against benchmarks because they reflect best practices used by individuals who consistently build wealth. A useful benchmark suggests that you don't spend more than 28% of your total income on housing, for example. There are many benchmarks that apply to the budgeting process. I will invite you to examine Budget Insights, a tool you can use to test a budget. Now, let's talk about execution and the value of a good support network. Although discipline and long-term planning are essential, consulting with trustworthy individuals who can validate your decisions is as important. Budget management is most effective when guided by trusted professionals, including a financial advisor, a lawyer, a nurse or nutritionist, and a business mentor. A financial advisor can help validate your expense allocation and investment decisions. A lawyer reviews contractual agreements, explains the key terms and fine print, and helps protect your interests. A nurse or nutritionist helps you eat well and prevent disease, reducing the risk of incurring medical debt that could lead to bankruptcy. A business mentor can guide you if you choose the entrepreneurial path. He or she can help you navigate challenges and may become your beta customer. The key word is trust. Trust is earned, not assumed. It begins with thorough due diligence. Trust is built on credibility and intimacy, but it always carries the risk of betrayal or disappointment by someone you fully trust. For example, verify their credentials, professional reputation, and personal integrity before placing your trust in them. Be ready to interview them and contact their professional board or association for references. Long-term success requires consistently monitoring and refining your budget while following the 3 rules I shared with you. You must think critically, build a strong support network, sharpen your discernment, make informed decisions, and learn from your mistakes. These are the essential skills you must develop to become the CEO of your own life.
Thank you for highlighting the risk factor. I have often judged people by their appearance instead of taking the time to assess their character and integrity.
Dealing with dishonest or overly greedy people can cost you your investment capital. Have you ever watched the TV series American Greed? It is filled with heartbreaking stories of investors who were deceived and defrauded.
I will make sure to watch it.
Let's discuss the core structure of a budget. A budget tracks your income and expenses. It derives your savings, which represent the portion of your income that remains after all expenses have been paid. Ultimately, you must decide how you allocate your savings. You may keep a portion in liquid assets, such as cash, for emergencies, and invest the remainder in less liquid financial assets that have the potential to generate positive returns. Let's examine the common challenges people face when managing a budget. Effective budget management requires a regular monitoring of the process, using evaluation gauges that constitute your management cockpit. These gauges help you evaluate 4 key areas: compliance with financial benchmarks, liquidity management, risk management, and debt management. Maintain compliance with the benchmarks by reviewing and updating your budget annually to reflect changes in income and expenses. Keep enough cash reserves to meet your immediate financial obligations, and avoid selling investment assets at a loss to raise cash. Modern investing is about building a diversified portfolio that maximizes returns while minimizing risk. Concentrating your entire investment in a single asset is akin to playing Russian roulette. Understanding the tax treatment of different investments can make the difference between a gain and a loss. Debt management is a controversial topic. Some people advocate avoiding debt altogether, while others encourage using it strategically. I will schedule additional sessions to show you how to maximize your income, minimize your expenses, and optimize your savings and investments. For now, I will ask you to explore the Budget Insights tool and revisit the 7 rules I presented this morning. Let's conclude with a return on investment formula that incorporates the risks associated with artificial intelligence. I call it the risk-adjusted return on investment. Each option has a unique earning profile, defined by the income earned during the 4-year period and the market salary for your chosen path in year 5. The value of your learned skills is largely determined by the salary the job market offers for the chosen path in year 5. The value of your network is reflected in the number of professional or business opportunities you may receive throughout your life. The skills portability factor measures the value of your education by your ability to transfer your skills to new roles, industries, or career paths.
I can't wait to calculate the risk-adjusted return on investment for option 1, Stanford University, and discuss the result with my parents.
I understand, but for now, I'd like you to explore the Budget Insights tool and revisit the 7 rules. I suggest a few sessions to teach you how to maximize your income, minimize your expenses, and optimize your savings and investments. I also recommend reading Outliers: The Story of Success. It's especially relevant to our discussion because it emphasizes the importance of discipline and consistency.
I am enjoying this. Thank you again, Mrs. Erica.